Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laugh. Hey, how could you lie to my face? People claim that they be loyal, they be taking up space. See my broski lose his heart when he was fighting that case. Took so many yells, I'm not going back to those days. I'ma treat you how you treat me, do you like how it tastes? Shawty, use up, can't treat you like my ace. I got way too many problems to be worried, I'm straight. Me and Craig had to watch for the Jakes. On the road, this crazy, I get 80 a show. Say my money, stack it up, it look like I'm foreign cars, driving fast, I never done this before. Get drown out my problems, let me When up in beach magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror now, I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that.
From a venue that's been sold out since it opened back in 2002, there's a look at the home of the Patriots, Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, Mass. All the success in New England over the last few decades, and this crowd has never been more enthusiastic. A moment ago, the Pats emerged from their locker room. They are set as they'll square off with the Cleveland Browns. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
First carry now for Kareem Hunt. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Mayfield. Got his target, Pierre Garçon. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. That time they hit him out of the slot on the drag.
And that route takes some fortitude from the guy running it because he knows he's going through the briar patch, as I like to call it, right? He's trying to work his way through all that traffic and people wanting to put a little contact on it. Really well done.
Third and short yardage. Mayfield. And it's complete. Hooper. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A good pickup there for the Browns. 15 yards.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
On first down, they'll run with Hunt. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And finally brought down at the 38. A good pickup there for the Browns, 15 yards. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only are they controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the second and the third levels. You know, get to the linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. Big yardage there for the Browns, 18.
Brandon, unless my eyes deceive me, I think they found a matchup that they're trying to exploit here, don't you? I mean, it's the second time they've gone to him here on this drive.
Yeah, opening drive. It's a tone setter, right? I think they're going to be looking his way a lot.
Yeah, and I think that the way things are going right now, they like him as a featured receiver. Let's see what kind of adjustments the defense is going to make to try and take that away.
Now the third leading rusher among rookies last year, it's Nick Chubb. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Well, if you look where that play starts, O-line versus D-line, that was a battle won by the D-line.
Yeah, and oftentimes it's won by quickness off the ball. Who can handle the guy across from them best? On that play, the defensive line did exactly that.
Looking to throw on second down. Mayfield. He gets this one to Garcon. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it. They love it because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's third down. They'll run with a second-year man from ASU, Kalen Ballage. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. It's a gain of 5, and now the question, will the offense stay out there on 4th and 1? Seibert's kick is good. They moved the ball pretty well there on the opening drive. You think they're okay settling for 3?
I don't think they're happy about settling for 3, but I think you're exactly right with the word okay because they threw it well, they ran it well. Excellent balance for the first drive of the game.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This one taken just inside the 10. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Now the leading rusher for the Pats last year is a rookie, Sony Michel. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man.
Pittsburgh.
Now a quick pass to Richardson. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
On third down, Stidham. And he'll have his man. That's Edelman. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot first down. Now, how many times have we seen that? Third down and Tom Brady turning to old reliable Julian Edelman. Of course, no Rob Gronkowski now. Edelman, the main holdover, the 33-year-old who was a Super Bowl MVP last season. Now a first down carry. It's Michel. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 35-yard line. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
I like what they tried to do there. They didn't get a completed pass downfield, but they came off of a momentum play. Big-time gain on the previous snap, came right back and threw one deep, hoping to catch them on their heels.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
64, weak.
And they'll try Michelle here running on the right side. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave them with 3rd and still 7 yards to go. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
Oh, nope, never had a chance. Well to the right, no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So it's an empty trip downfield there as they get a missed field goal on 4th down.
And I didn't see anything in the setup. It's a good snap, good hold.
Yep.
He just pushed it, and that one never wanted to come back.
They start on the ground with Nick Chubb, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. Trying to turn the corner, but he's going to be stopped right near the line of scrimmage. No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. They give him 27 yards on the 3rd down conversion.
And the Browns' 1st down.
Mayfield brings him up 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game. Mayfield looks to throw, and that is incomplete. Looked like he had a couple of different options as far as who to throw to on that play. And who am I to say this, but I'm not sure he made the right decision.
Well, the window of opportunity is always going to be small in the NFL. That's why those quarterbacks who make quick decisions and have quick releases have the most success in this league.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
I can't believe they even let you play. Hey, 133.
Balaj. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Check Mike 39. Check Mike 39. Let's go one more. King. Let's see. Watch safety green. Watch safety.
On 3rd down, Mayfield. Flushed out right. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he nearly got the first himself, but it appears he's going to be about a yard or two short.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a 1st down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. So scores on their first 2 possessions, but 6-0, so field goals probably not what they were hoping for.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that. Not what they were hoping for, but they should be happy that they have points on the board. It almost feels like that old slow and steady wins the race, doesn't it? In this case, though, they want to be slow and steady now, but get explosive later and put the points up on the board.
Indy. It's our time. Switch. Joker. 22 jet bomber. Ready.
Stidham sets to throw on first. Looking for Edelman, and he hits him. It's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On first down, Michel. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Here's Stidham. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Myles Garrett in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. Despite a pickup of 16, they're still well short of the sticks on 4th. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. The Patriots send out their punter. Back deep, Jarvis Landry. He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. Taking it about the 16. 43 yards on the punt, return of 4, and the Browns will take over 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started. And their 2 drives thus far both led to points, albeit both field goals, so the lead just 6-0, but the ability to move the ball is evident.
Well, that's, heartening, as they say, but it's not what they're about. What they're about is putting the ball in the end zone and putting 6s on the board. So if you're the offensive coordinator, you like what you're doing, but you don't love it. You've got to find a way to ring that bell. Then you can have a little self-satisfied grin. Right now, a little more determination is needed.
Odell Beckham Jr. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Odell Beckham, 81 yards. And the Browns are able to strike quickly for 6. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They find themselves down 13-0 here as they try to get things started offensively. 1st and 10. Space to maneuver at the 40. And down right around the 37. A big pickup of 38. Boy, the offensive line there, that was a thing of beauty to watch them block.
I love how you give a little appreciation for those big guys up front, and well-deserved. But how about the execution behind them? You can see the hours of practice that have gone into it. Great pocket by the running back. Quarterback puts it right in the perfect spot. Great mesh point by them. The timing on point. The run even better.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the Browns' 39-yard line.
Come on, set. 60 outlaw. All day, dog.
On 2nd down, here's Stidham. He's got him in, complete. It's Julian Edelman. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Give him 15 yards on that one, and New England has a first down. The former 7th-round pick, Julian Edelman, just continues to have such a productive career.
And has made himself into a receiver. Remember, he was a college quarterback, and not just a productive one, a very good one.
At Kent State, right?
Yes, a great leader, a guy who could make plays with his feet and his arm. Got to the NFL and had to convert into being a receiver and was drafted that way. And that conversion, oh boy, it's been good.
Yo, faster!
On 1st and 10, it's Stidham. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. The intended receiver, Sony Michel, but it'll be 2nd down. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10.
Protein spill. Get it.
2nd and 10 now, Stidham. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Anderson-Dejo. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited.
And he's going to go down. He backed up into the end zone, and this is going to wind up a safety. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender. To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come on. Come up to 6.
A lot of points.
Down. 18 Gator.
On 1st down, Stidham. That's to his running back, Sony Michel. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one good for 13 and a New England 1st down.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Here we go. 10 Tucson. He's who draw Corker.
They'll throw on 1st down with Stidham. This is going to be caught by the rookie from Arizona State, N'Keal Harry. That'll be a New England 1st down, a gain of 12.
As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of a defense.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll run it. This is Michel. And he's not even able to get back to the line of scrimmage. Now there's also a flag down, and it's in the area of holding. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty.
Recon, 132 fighter.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be a 2nd and long. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down.
A gain of 14 yards.
Doesn't matter whether it's a zone coverage or man coverage, the drag route can be effective when it's run well.
And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down.
You gonna see me and your
Stidham going back to the air. Got his man. That's Harry. A gain of 7, and they pick up the first.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
Yeah, they were right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. Catch is made by Harry. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. The Patriots into the red zone for the first time. They've got a first and goal from the 10-yard line. Trying to pound it in here with Michel. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Sony Michel with touchdown number 7 on the year as his guys are back within a single score. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2.
Switch up, switch up. Hey, Foxtrot, Foxtrot. Topper, Topper.
From the gun, it's Stidham. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a 2-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
The Browns drive about to get started. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you've got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds.
And that's caught inside the 35. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half.
First down.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Regular. Showing up. Check 3.
A run for Nick Chubb. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And down to the 7-yard line.
Let's go.
25 yards the pickup there and also a first down.
180.
Now a play fake here on first down. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jason McCourty. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it. And we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
10 yards on the pickup.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he's going to have a first down, but not sure it'll matter as the clock will continue to run. So we've come to halftime in a 5-point game. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. And it's Michel once again. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and that'll make it 3rd down.
Got it. Mike, 58. 58 to Mike. In the face.
Stidham, 3rd down from the gun. And that is incomplete.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, it should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him. Find him.
46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. Landry now on the return. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Browns drive about to get started. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Now, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Mayfield down. He finds his target, Beckham. Solid move, but he's corralled just beyond the 40. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. Here's Mayfield. They set up the screen to Chubb. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. Well, you can see what they wanted to do. They wanted to set up the screen there, but it got blown up.
It's hard to run that play if you're not getting a lot of pressure at the quarterback because the space doesn't open up. They were able to read that one and slow it down and stop it before they could get a first down.
At their own 20-yard line.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on second and a couple. On the ground, this is Michel. And not much, maybe a yard up to the 29.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
It looks like a nickel set now for the Browns on third down.
Move. Come on. Go. Under crunch, under crunch, under crunch.
That's going to set him back 5 yards. Bad time to get a delay of game penalty there. Not that there's a good time, but that makes it 3rd and 6.
Hey. I'm coming for you, son. I'm coming for you. Go, jackrabbit. Come up now.
Out of the gun, Stidham. That's out to his running back, Michel. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. A big third down pickup of 20 yards.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and this is what we saw there. A nice pickup for a first down.
This quarterback now 11 of 16 through the air. It's 1st and 10. Stidham. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass. Stidham again here on 2nd and 10. Wide open receiver complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 17 yards there for the Patriots as they've got themselves a first down.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 39-yard line. On the ground is Michel. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
Let's go. 90 Wolf. Get ready. Get ready. Get ready.
Second down, Stidham to throw. Over the middle, Julian Edelman, it's complete. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 26. And finding Edelman underneath, that's a recipe for success.
Typical route for a good slot receiver, and Edelman's one of the best in the game. Knows how to go inside what one of my college coaches used to call the briar patch. Got to go in there where it's tough and make those tough catches. And not only can he do it, he can often run away from people after the catch.
Here's a quick throw finding Edelman. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
Ready. 60 Pittsburgh.
On second down, Michel. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
But when you go from 2nd and 4 to 3rd and 3, that just tells you who won that battle on the last play, huh?
Yeah, first round went to the offense, second round the defense. Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3.
Just like that. Come. 58, boy. 58. 58, Mike. General West. You go tank. You got tank. You got tank. Bravo. Shoot.
Play action. It's Stidham. And a quick throw here. That's complete. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down.
That was impressive to me because while it was a pass play, they still rallied to the football like they were filling running lanes, and they were able to put the receiver on the ground.
And no signs of the field goal unit. They're going for it on 4th down.
Get up. Get up. Hey, Zoo. 58, Mike. 58, Mike.
They'll try and throw for it with Stidham. His throw caught at about the 5. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. Spotted at the left hash, this from 45. And his kick here is good. And that will cut the lead down to just 2. So he missed that field goal earlier, but he says not this time. Able to knock it through, give his guys 3.
I like his poise. I like his confidence, his belief in himself. Sometimes when you miss that first one, you see a lot of guys sag and they can't make the next one. Not in this case. Stepped right up like a pro.
This is taken at his 4. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28.
He's mine. But, gotta get the point. Get on the point. That's right.
Mayfield. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Dante Hightower. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Patriot defense has a touchdown. So a dangerous pass over the middle into zone coverage, and it bit him hard.
And what's really difficult when you throw it in that direction and versus that zone, that means the linebackers have gotten to their spot, gotten their heads back around, and they can see the quarterback and everything in front of them. And they took big advantage of it, went the other direction, excellent blocking, and picked up a touchdown.
This is taken at his 4. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started.
Take right. Everyone got 4 down. Hey, 133.
Back to it after the pick 6, Mayfield. He's going to float this one deep right side. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Patrick Chung. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Protein spill. Hey, Alpha. Say 51 to Mike. Clear. 51.
After the interception, here's Stidham. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. It'll be a Patriot 1st down on a pickup of 16. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. They'll run on first down. Michelle fighting his way through contact.
With the score, Patriots 18, Browns 13.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out.
On the ground, Michelle. And able to surge forward for about 5 yards down to the 10.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and they're going to have a third down.
And 6.
Come on, set. 18 Gator. Quit talking about it. Cut. Hey, Charlie. Go.
On third down, Stidham to the goal line, but it's incomplete. So decision time now, because a field goal keeps it a one-score game. What are you thinking?
Well, I'm looking at the down and distance, and that's where the issue comes in. It's not short enough that it's a no-brainer and you go for it. You have to analyze this one. To me, you take the field goal, take the points. I don't think you want to risk coming away with nothing.
Now, this was still going to be a one-score game either way, but still, that's a potentially harmful miss here in the fourth.
It certainly is, because if you consider that now if they give up a touchdown, they give up the lead. So he might be getting the side eye by the defenders coming out on the field now as he goes back to the bench after that miss.
They begin this drive with Chubb. They find some open field here. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down. You know, I have a pretty good friend, Charles Davis, who tells me that when he sees plays like that, strong runs to the right, reminds him of the 1960s Green Bay Packers.
Boy, those were the days back when the fullback actually carried the ball as well as blocked. Then you had a halfback. You had pulling guards, guys who could get out and run. And you can hear the great coach saying it back then. So we get a seal here and a seal here, and we run this play right in the alley.
At the 45-yard line.
Baker Mayfield, as a rookie, 3 times he led the Browns back to victory in the fourth quarter. What can he do here in year number 2? They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
The Browns on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5.
Mark 20, Mark 20, Mark 20. Go, go, go.
From the gun, Mayfield. He's got his tight end, David Njoku. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 34-yard line.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
The interception last drive there. He hits the reliable target. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. They run. Chubb. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. Mayfield on play action, sliding out of the pocket. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here, nearly a 4th pick. And it's 3rd down. Browns on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
54 Mike, 54 Mike. Check, watch 54, watch 54. It's out of field.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And able to find Garcon. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 18. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
Check.
Now they return to the ground game. Chubb. And he gets this inside the 10 to the 9. It's also a gain of 9.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
On second and a yard, Mayfield escaping the pressure right toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
So I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
They tried the throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. It's a gain of 6 as they're able to convert, and now it's 1st and goal.
On third down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
Check three. Alert three. Point it right. Check 50.
They'll give it to Chubb. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Call it no gain on the dump off, and it's 3rd down.
Well, the stats that matter on this play don't help a team very much unless, of course, you're playing defense.
If you're getting points per reception, you got a reception, but
yeah,
no yardage. Great job by the defense, though. They read through that one.
They read through it, gave up no yardage, and people got credit for tackles. Pretty good deal.
Third and goal, they're going with Chubb. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They come up on the play of the game now. 4th and goal. Now Mayfield on 4th down. And no, it's incomplete. They can't hook up here on the fourth down pass attempt, and the Patriots defense is going to take over on downs. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And this one now not quite over yet. Still 2 timeouts remaining defensively. And, boy, having that third timeout would have really helped here.
Another example of why coaches really stress saving your timeouts for when you absolutely have to have them. They go over this all the time. Here's one of those situations.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
132 fighter.
Stidham to throw it. Going to throw right side here. Complete. 14 yards is the pickup there on a New England first down.
Well, it may seem a little unorthodox to some people. Got the lead, fourth quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football, be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
No, that is his game, and that's what they're going to ride.
The Patriots in the victory formation as they'll take the knee.
A loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11 at the 21-yard line.
Let's go. 10-2 saw. 50. What we got? What we got? What we got? 5.
The Patriots in the victory formation as they'll take the knee.
A loss of a yard. It's now 3rd and 13.
And for the Browns, a nickel set here on 3rd down. So this will wind up a victory for the New England Patriots. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second-half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for the Patriots, they continue to cruise through this first half of the schedule as they move to 8-0 now on the campaign. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Baltimore Ravens. Meanwhile, for Cleveland, things are definitely going south quickly as